Well, hell, in honor of the 2011-2012 football season just starting up, I've decided for my wonderful viewers to do not one, not two, but 3 game reviews. Why would I review 3 games at once, you might ask? Because you people just won't let me stop! Now I know what you're thinking. AGR, didn't the football season already start? Well, yes. But since I don't give a shit, fuck it. So you know what? Grab your beer, grab your brats, and pizza, and hot dogs, and burgers, and chips, and dip, and any other shit, and let's play some goddamn motherfucking football.
Okay, so this is the first video game to actually get an official NFL license. And thank Christ the NFL didn't stick with LJN for very long. Now, what are some of the unique aspects about this game outside of being the first game to bear the NFL logo? Well, it's one of the only games that the NFL endorsed that nothing good came out of it. It's the only football game I played in my life, be it on the NES, SNES, Genesis, PS3, PS2, anything, that the manual was an integral part of the game. Why? Because this piece of shit is the only football game in the known universe that you have no idea what play you're calling unless you have the manual. There's no on-screen plays. Any other game has it. Leave it to the inept crackheads at LJN to fuck up something as simple as a football game. The controls for the time aren't too terrible, which is surprising in a LJN game. The graphics are subpar. Now I know I'm playing on the NES and can't compare it to like a PlayStation 3, but Tecmo Bowl had better graphics than this. The worst part of this game, the part that would bring Abraham Lincoln's piss to a boil, and that is in the condition he currently is in, is the god-awful play calling system they've got. You know, I mentioned this before, but what asshole programmed this part of the game? I mean, this is to call a simple offensive play in the game. You have to use the D-pad plus the B button. Then you use the D-pad and the A button. And guess what? I found out the fucking manual doesn't even tell you what combos do what. So great, the programmer was lazy, but the manual writer was just fucking asleep. The worst part of this whole thing that stinks worse than a leper's dick is that this is the only officially licensed NFL game in the entire NES library.
So LJN leaves such a horrible pile of sloth vomit that the National Football League wanted nothing more to do with the NES. Well, not to worry. The NFL would be back on all our beloved home consoles, and possibly the greatest sports franchise in history is about to kick off. The next review up on Angry Game Reviews Salute to the NFL is John Madden's Football.